You know the feeling, that dreaded, all-too-familiar twinge, the constant nagging urge to pee, followed by that awful burning sensation. You've been down this road before. It's a urinary tract infection, or UTI, and it's back to ruin your week. You feel like you've tried everything. You've chugged cranberry juice until you can't look at it anymore, but the relief is always temporary. It's a frustrating cycle of infection, antibiotics, and anxiety that more than half of all women face in their lifetime. The antibiotics clear it up for a bit, but then it comes roaring back, sometimes even worse than before. It feels like you're just chasing symptoms instead of getting to the root of the problem. And with each round of antibiotics, you can't help but worry about things like antibiotic resistance, which is a growing global health concern. It's easy to feel powerless, like you're trapped in a painful loop. But what if you could stop just fighting fires and start building a fortress from the inside out? What if the key to breaking this cycle wasn't just another temporary fix, but creating a body that's resilient to infection? The answer isn't in another bottle of sugary juice or another prescription. It's on your plate. Today, we're revealing 5 powerful, science-backed foods that work to create an environment where UTI-causing bacteria just can't thrive. And you'll want to stick around because the 5th food on our list is a genuine game changer for long-term prevention that you've probably never heard of. Let's arm you with the tools to take back control of your urinary health, starting with your very next meal. Food 1, the misunderstood power of cranberries. Let's kick things off with the one food everyone links to UTIs, cranberries. We've all heard it a million times, drink cranberry juice. But if you tried it, you were probably underwhelmed. Here's the critical detail most people miss. It's not the cranberry that's the problem, it's the way you're consuming it. Most cranberry juice cocktails are packed with sugar, which can actually feed the bad bacteria and make things worse. The real power of cranberries comes from specific compounds called A-type proanthocyanidins, or PACs. Think of your bladder lining as a smooth, clean surface. E. coli, the bacteria behind most UTIs, has sticky little arms it uses to grab onto that wall, set up camp, and start an infection. PACs work by making that surface super slippery so that bacteria can't get a grip. They just get flushed out when you pee. It's a clever, non-antibiotic defense mechanism. But here's the catch. You need a concentrated dose for it to work. Studies suggest that consuming at least 36 milligrams of PACs daily is linked to a significant drop in UTI risk. Trying to get that much from juice alone is tough. You'd have to drink huge amounts of pure, unsweetened cranberry juice, which is incredibly tart and can be high in calories. This is why many experts now point towards high-quality cranberry supplements. These capsules are designed to deliver a standardized, potent dose of PACs without all the sugar. Some studies have even found their preventative effects to be comparable to low-dose antibiotics for some women, but without the risk of creating antibiotic resistance. So when it comes to cranberries, think concentrated, high-PAC supplements to truly build up your defenses. Food 2. The underestimated ally, garlic. Next up is a kitchen staple with some serious medicinal clout. For centuries, garlic has been praised for more than just its flavor. Its health benefits are the stuff of legend, and its reputation as a natural antibiotic isn't just folklore. It's backed by some solid science, thanks to a powerful compound called allicin. Allicin is released when you crush or chop a garlic clove, and it has impressive antimicrobial properties. In fact, lab studies have shown that allicin can fight a wide range of pathogens, including the E. coli that causes most UTIs. While we're still waiting for more direct clinical trials for garlic and UTI prevention, its mechanism is what makes it so exciting. Unlike antibiotics, which can lead to resistance, garlic's complex mix of compounds offers a broad-spectrum defense that's much harder for bacteria to outsmart. It works by messing with the bacteria's ability to function and multiply, helping to keep them in check. The trick to unlocking garlic's power is all in the prep. Allicin is sensitive to heat, so it's most potent when garlic is raw. Now, I'm not suggesting you start chewing on raw garlic cloves. A much tastier way to get the benefits is to crush or finely chop a clove and let it sit for about 10 minutes. This gives the allicin time to fully develop. Then you can mix it into a salad dressing, stir it into hummus, or add it to a sauce right at the very end of cooking to keep it away from high heat. Adding garlic to your diet is a simple, flavorful way to add another layer of defense, and it's great for your overall immune system too. Food 3. The soothing protector, green tea. Our third superfood is a drink that's been celebrated for its health benefits for thousands of years. It's more than just a cozy beverage. Green tea is loaded with polyphenols, especially catechins like EGC, which are famous for their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory power. When it comes to urinary health, these properties are a big deal. Research suggests that compounds in green tea can help to slow down bacterial growth and calm the inflammation that causes the painful symptoms of UTI. The antimicrobial action of green tea seems to interfere with bacterial processes, making it harder for them to set up an infection. On top of that, its anti-inflammatory effects can help soothe the irritation in your bladder and urethra, bringing relief from that constant urgency and discomfort. Green tea is also a natural diuretic, which means it helps you produce more urine. This is a fundamental part of keeping your urinary system healthy. By encouraging you to pee more often, green tea helps physically flush bacteria out of your bladder before they get a chance to stick around and multiply. It's a gentle but effective way to support your body's natural cleansing process. For the best results, try to drink 2 to 3 cups of high-quality green tea a day. Just be aware that green tea contains caffeine, which can be a bladder irritant for some people in large amounts. For most, however, the benefits of its powerful polyphenols make it a fantastic addition to a UTI prevention lifestyle. Food 4. The bacterial blocker D-mannose. The fourth entry on our list is quickly becoming a star in the world of natural UTI prevention, and for very good reason. It's called D-mannose. It might sound like a complicated chemical, but D-mannose is just a simple sugar, closely related to glucose, that's found in fruits like cranberries, apples, and peaches. What makes it so amazing for fighting UTIs is its unique mechanism. Remember how cranberry packs make the bladder wall too slippery for bacteria? D-mannose uses a different but equally brilliant strategy. Most UTIs are caused by E. coli bacteria that use tiny finger-like projections to latch onto your bladder wall. These little arms are specifically designed to grab onto mannose molecules that are naturally found on the cells of your urinary tract. That's how they get their grip and start an infection. When you take a D-mannose supplement, it floods your urine with free-floating D-mannose molecules. The E. coli can't tell the difference between the D-mannose on your bladder wall and the D-mannose floating in your urine, so they latch on to the easier target, the free-floating decoys. The bacteria get covered in D-mannose, can't stick to your bladder, and are simply flushed out when you go to the bathroom. It's a mechanical fix, not a chemical one, which means it doesn't contribute to antibiotic resistance. While smaller studies have found it to be a promising tool for women with recurrent infections, it's important to know that some recent large-scale studies have found it was no more effective than a placebo. Because it's a simple sugar that the body doesn't really use for energy, it doesn't typically affect blood sugar levels like glucose does, making it a safe option for most people to consider for long-term use. Food 5. The surprise defender, uva ursi. And now for the one you might not have heard of, a powerful herbal remedy that's been used for centuries but is just now stepping back into the spotlight. Our fifth and final food is uva ursi, also known as bearberry. It gets its name because bears love to eat its bright red berries. For our purposes, though, the magic is in the leaves. Uva ursi has been a go-to in traditional medicine since the Middle Ages as a urinary antiseptic for bladder infections. Its power comes from a potent compound called arbutin. When you take uva ursi, your body converts arbutin into another compound, hydroquinone, which is then released into your urine. Hydroquinone has powerful antimicrobial properties, and it's especially effective against E. coli. Essentially, uva ursi turns your own urine into an antiseptic fluid that actively fights off bacteria. It also has diuretic and anti-inflammatory properties, which help by flushing the system and soothing irritation. Modern research on uva-ursi is still limited, but some studies have shown it can be effective in reducing UTI recurrence. One older study found that a combination of uva-ursi and dandelion root significantly cut down on recurring UTIs compared to a placebo. But it's really important to treat uva-ursi with respect. Because hydroquinone is so powerful, it's not meant for long-term continuous use. Most experts recommend taking it for short bursts, usually no more than 1 to 2 weeks at a time, and only a few times a year to avoid potential liver or kidney issues. It's absolutely essential to talk with your doctor before trying uva-ursi, especially if you have kidney problems, are pregnant, or are taking other medications. It might not be an everyday food, but its strength as an occasional treatment makes uva-ursi a formidable and surprising defender in your arsenal.
Foods to limit and lifestyle tips. Now that you're armed with these 5 powerful foods, it's just as important to know what to avoid. Certain foods and drinks are known bladder irritants and can either make symptoms worse or make you more prone to infections in the first place. The biggest offenders are usually sugar, caffeine, alcohol, and spicy foods. Sugary foods can fuel bacterial growth, while caffeine and alcohol can irritate the bladder lining. Highly acidic foods like citrus fruits and tomatoes can also cause irritation for some people. Beyond your diet, the single most important lifestyle habit for UTI prevention is hydration. Seriously, aim to drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day. Staying hydrated dilutes your urine and make sure you're peeing regularly, which is the body's #1 way to flush out bacteria before they can cause trouble. Finally, think about adding probiotics to your daily routine. Fermented foods like plain yogurt, kefir, and kimchi are packed with beneficial bacteria that support a healthy gut. A balanced gut can help keep E. coli in check, preventing it from migrating to the urinary tract. While more research is always needed, some studies suggest that specific strains of probiotics like Lactobacillus rhamnosus and Lactobacillus reuteri can be particularly helpful for maintaining a healthy urogenital environment and reducing UTI recurrence. You don't have to live in fear of the next UTI. By looking beyond the old myth of sugary cranberry juice and embracing a smarter, more holistic approach, you can build a powerful and lasting defense. We've talked about the targeted, anti-sticking power of high-pack cranberry supplements, the antimicrobial punch of raw garlic, the soothing protection of green tea, the clever decoy action of D-mannose, and the surprising strength of uva-ursi. By weaving these foods into your life while also limiting bladder irritants and staying super hydrated, you're not just chasing symptoms anymore. You're changing your body's internal environment to be more resilient against infection. You are taking back control. This is a journey to better health, and you are definitely not on it alone. If this has been helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone you know who struggles with recurrent UTIs. For more science-backed health advice to help you live your best life, make sure to subscribe. We're all about building a community of support, so please share your own story in the comments below. Have you tried any of these foods? What's worked for you? Your experience might just be the thing that helps someone else finally break the cycle for good.
Give us a like, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, and come join our community.